Okay, we're rounding up the nose a little bit here. I know we ran out of tape on the other segment here, but what we're doing is we're just going to go ahead and round this up a little bit. Get that nose sticking out like it is. We're going to go a little deeper with the beard maybe, and I'm just going to recut that. Just go right across the nose area there, as you see. And I'm going to go in like a little V cut right underneath that nose. We're just going to try to make that stand out a little bit more. Alright, now that we did this portion here, let me remove that. Right here, I'm going to show you something. Right here at the corners here, I don't know if I can get this well in focus here. Right here where the mustache and the beard meet, we want to put a little, see if I can do this, keep it in focus here. We're going to do a little stop cut, a little triangular cut, just like that. See how we did that? Alright, we're going to do the same thing over here. We're just going to do it on one side, right above the mustache, and down straight. That didn't go as deep. Yeah, it did. You just can't see it sometimes because of the reflection here. But, okay, so let me back that up a little bit. You get the idea there, what I'm doing. So, what we want to do is we want to try to highlight the features a little bit better. And I'm just going to cut this out a little bit further on top of the nose, the bridge of the nose a little bit. Maybe try to get that a little bit more rounded. Alright, so there's a real distinct area where the nose is, see it? Okay, and we're just going to redefine a few things here before we keep going. Because I often feel if you don't get the face features the way you want, to me it's not worth doing the rest of the carving. And I will be very honest with you, I don't think there's been any that I actually chucked in the fireplace because it didn't turn out exactly, well, even if it's not exact, but I was able to fix it one way or the other. So let me take a look at that from here because I can see with the light it's a little bit better back here. I apologize for doing that. Sometimes things are just in the way for me to see. And I want to make sure you get to see what I'm doing here when it's done correctly. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so we have the nose in pretty good. Okay, see how we have that? And we were cutting up underneath here, so we don't want to do too much there without finishing a couple things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scoop this out just a tad. See, I'm just trying to give it a little bit of shape because I know it looks blocky. So what I'm doing is I'm just going back and I'm just cutting some of this out and trying to shape it up just a tad better than what it was. Alright, so that gives a little bit of a curvature right in here. Alright, so you can see where it's going here. Okay, we have his little tassel out here at the side, and I will be probably rounding that up a little bit better. Actually, this one here, I forgot to do it out of the corner because that's why this one's over a little further, as you see. That's how I did the first one that I did. The reason I did the second one a little differently was because I was doing a tape on it and I missed something happened to one of the segments and I had to scrap it and start over, and that's one of the reasons why it's taking a little bit longer to get this done to where I had it before. So we're going to go a little deeper here. Okay, we're just going to get this a little bit more defined, like that's actually a rounded head. Okay. Oops. Okay, good. Now we're just gonna cut those shoulders out just a tad on either side here. Just gonna have that rounded up to the head a little bit. And you can make that a little more distinct, that little where it's tucked underneath. You know, you want to give it some shape to it. You don't want to keep it too blocky. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put have his cheeks come out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our knife. Again, we're going to do a stop cut. And I turned it around so I can get it from the other side. And we're going to cut from the top down. And take a little layer out. Okay, see how we have that? I'm going to do another little stop cut. I'm going to go all the way around. Just like so. And here, right here, I'm going to make that a little bit deeper. I'm going to have that go in a little bit. See how I have that going in? Right there at the corner. And we're going to round the beard portion up. Yeah, make it, that cheek is really sticking out the way it is, nice and round. Okay, that's one side. We're going to go ahead and do the other side. Same thing, you're going to do a stop cut. Come down this way. And we're going to do a second pass, but what we're going to do is we're going to go right over that beard a little bit. Okay, just like so. Again, we're going to go in a little further, right where the cheek and the hat meet, right there. We're going to make it go inward. Alright? Alright, good. Alright. I'm going to round off the mustache a little bit. I'm going to round off this one a little bit as well. And we'll get the lips in there in a second here. Just defining everything a little bit. We're almost done with the face. Not exactly, we still have to put the beard in yet, but oh, I forgot to round this off. In my hurry here. Okay. Alright, good. So we're going to round this up a little bit. There's a lot of cleanup to do. And what I mean by cleanup, you just go back with a nice sharp knife and take off those little areas that don't seem quite right or rounded yet. Alright, we'll be back, folks.